Hello, gardeners everywhere. We thank you for watching, and we hope that you'll learn something from all of the timely things that we're going to talk about today. I'm Diane Nolan, and I teach horticulture at the University of Illinois. In fact, I'm getting my class info all ready just today. It's coming soon. So we want to thank you for tuning in. If we have questions about cut flowers or perennials, I might jump in. But we've got three really talented folks here, and we're going to find out what their expertise, and you can see to direct the questions in the right way. I'm going to start first with you, Bill Erickson.
Yeah, thank you, Diane. Yeah, I'm a landscape architect here in the area, and I specialize in residential landscaping for the most part. I've got a question here tonight that came in from Northeast Illinois from Elena, and she said that I've read somewhere that rooting powder can help grafting take, but reading instructions on the rooting powder says it's not to be used on food crops, and she's concerned about the use of this for grafting. Well, you shouldn't be concerned at all with grafting fruit trees and using rooting powder or rooting hormone. That only comes into consideration when you're planting vegetables or small berry fruits, that type of thing, where you're actually eating it the same season. When you're using it for grafting, you won't see any fruit for a few years anyway, and it'll be long gone by that time. And what I've done here with this diagram I'd like to show you is how a rooting hormone or rooting powder is used in the graft. This is a whip and tongue graft, and the top part is the growing tip called the scion, and the bottom part is the stalk, which the roots are on. Usually you'd take a root stock of about 1/4 of an inch to 1/2 an inch in size that's already rooted, and this has to be a proven root stock for apple trees. It'll affect the size of the tree according to which one you choose. Some are dwarf and some are not. And then the top part would be the type of fruit that you want. And with the whip and tongue grafting, you'd cut both branches, then you'd cut a 45-degree angle on both pieces, and then cut another notch down the center, and you plug those two together, and you have to cut them very accurately so that they join up tightly, and then you tape them with either masking tape or grafting tape, something that will hold that graft tight. The rooting powder comes into play by dipping those cut ends in the rooting powder, and that increases the cell division within the inside layer of inside the cambium, actually, and that will eventually turn into vascular tissue that carries the nutrients and water in the plant, and that takes about two weeks to 2 months depending on the graft. So that would be where it comes into play, and it really improves the success of grafting by using rooting hormone.
That is probably the clearest picture. It really is suitable for framing, but it shows it so well. Thank you very much, Bill. That makes it very clear. Yeah. So now we'll see people who have hundreds of kinds of apples on their tree, 14 colors of hibiscus, Rose of Sharon.
Well, you can even graft edible apples on crab apples. So
that's true. Mm-hmm. So look out.
Yeah.
Watch your neighbor if you don't know what they're doing. Okay, just kidding about that. Thank you, Bill. And let's go on to Teresa Mears in the middle.
Hi there, I'm Teresa Mears. I'm from Parkland College. I'm a horticulture instructor, and I teach greenhouse production, general horticulture, plant ID, and herbaceous or woodies, and a little bit of turf grass, so a little bit of just general everything. And we had a mystery plant come in from a viewer back in May, and they're actually living up on the north side of Chicago, and this was along the street. And I did a little research and found out that it is commonly known as a tower of jewels. It's an Echium walprettii, and it's native to the Canary Islands, so it's a very long way from home. But it's a biennial, and a biennial has a 2-year life cycle. The first year it grows as a rosette, and so it stays very low to the ground and looks like a oversized dandelion because it'll get about 2-foot diameter. And then the second season it shoots upright and goes up to about 10 feet tall, depending on location and the environment it's in. In its native area it can actually get up to 15 feet. Doesn't take it terribly cold though. So 30 degrees, it starts to really suffer. So evidently, if it's in the Chicago area, somebody had it as the rosette in a greenhouse or protected area and put it out in the spring. And in the spring is when it started sprouting up, like a true biennial does. So it's not hardy here, but it's one you can have fun with. So it's just something different, something interesting somebody found and got carried away with.
It was so interesting and sculptural.
Yeah.
I'm glad you figured out what that was, and thank you for
They have
your
a whole
email
family
about
of
it.
these, but Tower of Jewels, if you just Google that, it's real simple.
Tower of Jewels.
You'll see pictures upon pictures, and California area is just filled with them. They're all over out there, but they are native to the Canary Islands, is where they originated.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, and interesting addition to a landscape if you don't want it to overwinter. All right, now next to me is Dr. Don White, and we're going to find out what he's got for us today. Don, take it away.
I'm an emeritus professor of plant pathology from the University of Illinois. While I was on the faculty, I taught introductory plant pathology, diseases of field crops, and diseases of ornamentals and turf grasses. Two of my students are right here. And I also did research on corn and genetic resistance. More recently, I've become a master gardener, which has just been a real hoot, and I enjoy that a lot. Now, I've got several show and tells. We'll start off with cucumber, and unfortunately, these are my cucumber. And they're dead. They just keep getting blighted, and I plant more, and I don't mind that. I thought it was angular leaf spot, and the symptoms look kind of like this, if you can catch that angular appearance. It turns out that I got my grandson, the 10-year-old, a microscope, and he brought it over, and we figured out this is actually anthracnose. It's not angular leaf spot, which would be a bacterium. So he helped me find the spores. Everybody ought to get their kid a grandchildren. Well, you can look at smashed mosquitoes and pollen and leaf hairs.
And you find anthracnose on cucumber.
Yes.
Interesting.
And you see the spores. And a 4-year-old saw them too, but I don't think she remembers it. Also brought in this. This is part of the new flower arrangement. And this is summer squash, and the black stuff on the end of it is rhizopus, soft rot. This is the original bread mold fungus. The bread has so many preservatives in it now that it doesn't have rhizopus. So this won't hurt you. You can eat it if you want to, but I'm trying to make it part of the arrangement here.
And I noticed it right off.
Yes, I know. Well, you thought it was beautiful.
I think that's what I said.
I have
You're
another
paraphrasing.
addition right here. This is honey mushroom. It's well past its prime. This is the mushroom stage of armillaria, and this fungus is the fungus that's rotting the roots and killing off lots of oak and maple. And there will be a presentation on diseases that are caused by armillaria and other stress organisms at the Champaign County Extension Office on October 20th at 7 o'clock. You can register for it sometime in October. If you want front row seats, you can always bring cookies if you want to for the speaker.
Does that mean the speaker is you?
Yes, it
You're
does,
being
of
so
course.
subtle.
So that's what I have for show and tell.
That would be a great talk because it's very specialized and you know your stuff.
Oh.
Teresa and I know this.
Yes, we do.
Now
Firsthand.
you're putting me on. I don't know what.
Well, that was just a segue into showing one other thing. Thank you very
Oh.
much, Dawn. Well, we had Cindy send in a really interesting group of grape leaves, and look at those. Well, Bill Erickson was the first one who sent in the answer, and I'm just going to read it. It's grape tube gulls. So if you want to look up grape tube gulls, that's what she had on 4 of her grapevine leaves. Very interesting. So this is the season. I think we're getting a lot of interesting things. Well, let's go next to our Did You Know video. In 1600s Holland, tulips were once so valuable their bulbs were worth more than gold. This craze caused the Dutch economy to crash. I read the book, Le Tulipe Noire,
Yep.
all about that. Very interesting. All right, let's go to the phone lines, and we're going to start on line 2 with Kathy, and it's something about magnolia scale. Hi, Kathy.
Hi, Hi, Diane. I love the show. I've been watching it now for about 20 years, and
Oh.
I think you do such a nice job.
Wow.
For your students love you.
Thank you, Kathy. 50 cents in the mail.
Anyway, my daughter's tree has magnolia scale, and we are wondering what we can do for it this time of the year.
Okay, I'm glad Dr. Don's here. Or Teresa, or Bill.
Yeah.
Any of you.
Spray.
I was to say, scale is a unique insect in the fact that it's almost like a little suction cup on top of the leaf, or bottom of the leaf usually, or the stem or a branch. And most of them have a waxy coating or they have a fuzzy coating, depending on which type of scale they are. So you're looking at some type of oil spray or soap spray that will actually do some suffocation. Systemics, if there is any systemics that you could put on a tree, that would work because they're sucking insects and they pull the juices out of the plant. Without getting into some reference manuals, I don't know what spray I would actually recommend, but usually scale is something that you would need to spray and spray repeatedly because they are in the tiniest crevices of the plant and they're hard to get all of them at any one time.
Right. And the timing on that's very particular as well. Sometimes a contact spray will work when they're out of the shell and active on the plant, but you have to target that at just the right time, and that's where the reference materials come in.
You can ask Mr. Google on timing, and it.
Or you
they're
get your
pretty good.
extension office up.
Yep.
I don't know which extension area they're at, but
But they would have the specific timing for you in either case. So don't look at references from other areas
Right.
and don't chat with folks from other areas. So we've got it figured out. You just have to figure out the timing now. So
timing and the correct product.
Exactly. Thank you, Kathy, very much. Now let's go to line 4, and we have a Siberian iris question. Hello there, Ken.
Hello. I have a question regarding the Siberian iris. When is the proper time to cut the green leaf back going into fall and winter? Thank you.
Okay. Well, it really is dependent upon your aesthetics. I usually cut them back in spring.
You leave them all winter.
I leave them all winter just because I like the way they look next to our little pond site. But you can cut them back once they're brown. I suppose
Mine
you
don't
can,
last all winter. They usually start to crumble before that.
Yeah.
But I don't cut them back because I don't get that diligent in the fall.
and they're often covered in this, in the winter. But it's really aesthetics. So now with regular iris, the German iris or the spring iris, those need to be cut back before fall and everything taken off site.
Right.
But Siberian iris doesn't have the same problem with bacterial soft rot.
That's right.
What-
And the best time to move regular iris is in August. That's the correct time to move them. You can probably get away with it at other times if you get enough soil on them, but August is ideal.
I was thinking about moving some Siberian iris coming up next week, just because the other kind of iris, just because it's in the wrong spot. So we're going to let you decide. It can either be late fall, winter, or spring. How's that? That's
Not at all.
or not at all. But usually mine need it.
Yeah.
One year I got half of them cut back and I didn't get back to them. And the ones that were cut back, and they were in their 4th or 5th year, they were full, and they didn't flower as well as the ones that didn't get cut back didn't flower as well. So, okay, thank you very much. And now let's go on to a black walnut disease question. This is on line 3 with Bill. Hi there, Bill.
Yes, we have a black walnut. It's probably 40 to 45 feet tall. It has black spots on the leaves, and the black spot eventually consumes the leaves. We've lost probably a third of the leaves on that tree, and that whatever it is has spread to a wild cherry, but has not affected a maple or a pear tree or anything else. What is it, and does it have any effect on the long-term life of the tree?
Okay, this has been a good year for a lot of leaf diseases on trees. The leaf disease on the walnut is not the one that goes to cherry. They're two different diseases. And the walnut's going to drop some leaves early, and then next year you probably won't have this much problem because it'll be dry. There's no way that I would try to recommend anybody spray fungicides or anything like that on either one of those two. And I don't think it's going to be a real problem in the long run.
But we're definitely seeing it this year.
Yes, and I live in the woods and lots of walnuts, and they always want to drop those nuts on our deck. My wife doesn't like it, so maybe it'd be good if they did get killed, but I don't think it's going to happen.
It's not going to happen.
No.
So in other words, it'll be fine.
It'll
those
be fine
trees.
next year.
Yeah. With a lot of those leaf diseases like that, the early season is when to catch it.
Yep.
Before the leaves entirely open up, that's when you'd want to spray with a oil-based fungicide to keep that from happening.
Okay. So thank you for that question. And we have another tree question on line 5 with Dina. Hi there.
Hi there. I don't know if you can answer this question because I don't know what type of a tree it is, but part of it is dying or is dead because the branches are clearly have no leaves on them and it looks very rotten. And part of it looks like it is still alive. The part that looks like it's still alive has a lot of green moss on it. The part that looks like it's dead has a funny-looking white coating on the branches. It's almost as if it's like been chalked over or something. I'm wondering whether I should just cut this tree down or whether it's worth saving.
Okay.
Okay, the fast answer on that, if we can. The tree is dying. Lots of trees are dying. We had 2 droughts. That was followed by a very nasty winter. Last year, a lot of them started to die, and this year, lots of them finally bit the bullet. It's this thing right here, the armillaria is getting a lot of them, where what happens, the fungus is rotting roots, and in most years, the plant replaces those roots. But we had 2 droughts, a hard winter, roots were rotted faster than they were replaced, the plant went into stress, and now they're dying. Now, the moss isn't really going to hurt anything. It's probably on the living side because that's where you get enough nutrients coming out of the stem. And the white stuff on the dead side is either fungus or lichen or something like that. And it's up to you if you want to cut it down or not. A lot of it depends on size and how close it is to the house or a neighbor's house and things like that. The arborists are very busy. Mm-hmm. They've got lots and lots of customers right now because of dead trees.
So it's really her decision about
Yes.
safety,
Safety is what I would think
how
about.
good it looks, but safety first, I think. Okay, well, Dina, thank you for your question. Now, let's go back to you, Bill, and let's do another email or show and tell,
Okay.
whichever you have.
Well, I've got a question about controlling wild onion. This is from Urbana, Illinois, and they're looking for a way to get the wild onion out of their yard. What they're talking about is Allium canadense. There are no pre-emergents that will keep this type of allium from reseeding. So you have to control it either by very careful pulling. They have little bulblets underground, and it's hard to get them out. You'd have to use a trowel, really work at it to get them out. Or you can cut them off repeatedly, and gradually the plant will lose energy, and it won't reseed. That's another benefit of doing that. Or you can use some chemical control. The same chemical that's used for nutsedge, imazaquin, I believe I'm pronouncing that right, but that works for wild onion, and it's selective. It won't kill everything around it. MCPP is something that a licensed applicator could do for you to get rid of it. Or you could try Roundup. Now that will kill everything green around the plants, so you have to be aware of that. Sometimes it's more effective to cut the plants off first so that the chemical, the Roundup, gets absorbed into the tissue. It's kind of a hollow stem, so it needs to get into the plant and effectively kill it. And you might have to do it several times, applying Roundup as well.
Okay, thank you. And now Teresa.
Well, I have a question from a gardener about passion flowers, and they're down in Mattoon. She bought a passion flower, and it's not blooming for her. But there was a bloom on it when she got it, which is not uncommon. The greenhouse and the nursery industry is very good at making things come into flower while they're still early on in the container, that then they have to kind of reset themselves, the plants do, in order to reflower again. But most of the time when a passion flower is not blooming, it is something in your environment. You're not giving it enough light. It wants good 8 hours worth of sunlight. We had a very gray, rainy May and early June, which may have delayed some of that. So it may still be trying to later in the season here. And if it's a newly purchased one, the overall age of the plant may not be where it has the ability to continue flowering. They probably put a growth regulator or something on it in the nursery to get it to flower, which you're not doing. Don't over fertilize. They do not need much. Bone meal is about the only thing they really care for. Nitrogen just makes leaves, no flowers. So if you can move its location, shift it around, it doesn't want to be overly wet, but it does need to have some moisture. Usually a little bit of ignoring and neglecting and putting it in the hot, brightest spot you have. And patience.
Good idea. Ignoring, neglecting, and
helps.
patience.
It helps.
It doesn't work for everything, but
For some things it does.
that works great. Thank you, Teresa. That was very good. And now, Dr. Don.
Yes, I have a question on bark falling off of I'm guessing it's a green ash. And someone thought it was ash borer. Yes, I bet it is, because I bet what's going on there, you got woodpeckers that are trying to dig in there and get the borer. And if you got a lot of dead twigs up in the tree, you're probably seeing some green branches. You'll get things will just branch out all over the place. Unfortunately, I think at this point there's no need to even consider chemical control. The boar's already ahead. It's going to win. Get your name on that list to have it cut down or do it yourself. And there's just not much we're going to be able to do about that thing.
You're just seeing ash trees
all over the
dead
place.
and little tufts of leaves right
Yes,
at the trunk. It's just, we were driving up to Chicago and oh my, long interstates.
Well, we were in Kentucky and Tennessee a couple weeks ago, and they're all over the place. I can't believe it. And I keep looking for the D-shaped exit holes from the borer, but I think they're higher up than what I can see. And what we're seeing now is the damage from the guys that got in earlier this year. So if you got an ash tree, it's going to die.
So don't plant one. I'm not sure you could even buy one
No, I
now.
don't
Yeah,
think
most
so.
nurseries have already
I
eradicated
hope
them.
not, because
That's
that would be a cruel joke. Well, we're going to go back to the phone lines, but I did bring one of my lemon cucumbers from the garden. I probably have
That looks good.
2 dozen more, but I like picking them at this size. It is a 1-person cucumber. You know, you can have just, Don wants it, but it has real little kind of bristly surface on it, and you just take that off and cut it into 4 or 5 slices. It's perfect. So lemon cucumber, I couldn't resist bringing that. Okay, let's go back to the phone lines, and Martha has a question on line 2 about reseeding a lawn in the fall. Hi, Martha.
Hi. My front lawn gets sun all day. It faces the south. It was newly seeded in the spring of 2014, and now it is totally brown, except for what someone told me was water weeds or water grass. And do you suggest I have the soil tested and could you give me steps for reseeding in the fall?
Have you done any watering this summer once we started turning dry?
I have not.
Well, that's probably what you've done is if it's gone beyond dormant, it's probably dying. And a newly seeded lawn, I tell everybody 3 years minimum of babysitting that lawn. If the weather does anything kind of funky on us, like this has happened here, where we went from so wet to so dry, the roots really need time to get truly established. We're moving into the prime time to start reseeding. Middle of August to the middle of September is our prime reseeding time for East Central Illinois. You could have started already up and further north, and you can wait another 2 weeks further south, but we are prime season for that. If you can get somebody with a slit seeder and cut that grass seed in, I would not remove the grass that's there. If you do, you're going to be fighting weed competition. So I would just have them mow it low and reseed and get the best quality grass you can, and then maintain the water to get it up and going and get it healthy, and watch it next spring and next summer and maintain it again. A fertilizer in the fall for the roots would be ideal too, to help the roots get better established.
Boy, this is a timely thing because I think there's going to be a lot of lawns that need
Some help.
some help, some
And
TLC.
getting some water on it, you might see some of it coming back out of it. It might not be as far gone as you think.
I didn't realize 3 years to really babysit a new.
And I've known people with sodded yards that if we have bad seasons, it can just turn on a dime. You can have it great for 4 or 5 years, and all of a sudden,
Wow, so the root
it all
really.
depends on what the prep work was done underneath, if it ever seeded properly into the new soil.
Wow. So that's kind of scary. But anyway, so this is the time to do it. So that was a great question. It goes so fast, but we thank you for watching and for you being here. We will see you next week. Have a great week gardening. Bye-bye.